The Northeast Missouri Development Partnership advocates for economic development issues pertaining to the Northeast region of Missouri and the rural areas and the state of Missouri.
Last week, several entities of the Northeast area participated in the Northeast Missouri's Development Partnership legislative event at the Capitol, and CVTV was there.
My name is Carolyn Chrisman, and I'm the Vice President for the Northeast Missouri Development Partnership. Today we are in Jefferson City to showcase Northeast Missouri to the public and to our legislators. And so we have several tables around the rotunda that represent Northeast Missouri and the great things about Northeast Missouri. We have a manufacturing and services table where we are highlighting some of the food that is made in Northeast Missouri. We have two tables on higher education showcasing the great educational quality available in Northeast Missouri. We also have a transportation table where you can find out about the logistical information of our region. We have a healthcare table where several of our regional major healthcare institutions are showcased. And then of course you can't have Northeast Missouri without agriculture and tourism. And so two tables about those are present as well. And finally, infrastructure to talk about all of the great things in Northeast Missouri that we have for our citizens and for businesses. I grew up in Northeast Missouri, so I've always known what we have. But it does surprise me about how others, even in our state, or even that are next to our region, have no idea what's available, from quality education and healthcare to our manufacturing and services and our transportation and infrastructure. It's surprising how people just don't know. And so it's our job to market ourselves and get the word out. We are a great place to live, work, and to do business.
Well, we are here for the Stars in Northeast Missouri event. This is our first annual. Usually we have the event of an evening, and it was formerly Fall in Love with Northeast Missouri, so it's the same group, Northeast Development Partnership. And this group is here today to bring attention to the legislators about our presence in Northeast Missouri and what some of the key economic development issues that we have. We have several, transportation being one of them. Infrastructure is another. My responsibility today was for infrastructure, so I have invited Sheraton Valley Telecom out of Macon, Missouri, Macon Electric Cooperative, and also Onshore Outsourcing, who was unable to attend. But the goal here today is just to get these companies in front of our legislators and let them know who we are and maybe what some of our specific needs are in the communities. Well, the turnout has been very good. I think that we've had the opportunity to visit with some of the other communities within the Northeast region, and several of the legislators did come out and visit the booths and say hello. I think it's very important that communities stay in touch with their legislators, that they develop relationships with them. This event's great, but this needs to be something that continues all the time so that they know what your needs are, because they're there to support you. And they're your voice in Jeff City, so you need to use them for that purpose.
Thanks, Denise Bennett, and to all those who took time to promote the Northeast area. We spoke with many of the other participants, and we'll have a full airing of this show on CVTV soon.
Most people find themselves in need at some point in their lives. Today you may be the person with the ability to help, but tomorrow you may be the recipient of someone else's volunteer effort.
Volunteer while you can. Help is needed where you live, and your efforts can make a difference. Jean Jones with AARP, our next guest, joins us with Volunteering in the Valley.
Well, it's not quite spring yet, but we're going to start thinking spring today. We're here to talk a little bit about volunteering. What does it mean? What does the word mean? A volunteer. Well, I looked it up on the internet, and we all know that if it's on the internet, it must be 100% correct, right? It said a person who offers him or herself for a service or an undertaking, or a person who performs willingly without pay. But I also found some that were much more interesting to me. You know, when you think about the military, and people joke kind of about folks volunteering for a particular task or mission in the military, and what they generally do is ask them to take a step forward. Well, isn't that what all of volunteering is? Asking somebody to take a step forward and take part in an activity that will give back to the community. In the law, it says it's something where a person is not required to act or perform a particular activity. But the one I loved best was agricultural. A volunteer is a plant that springs up without anyone planting a seed, cultivating it, or in any other way encouraging it. It just springs from the soil. It's a little seed that fell to the ground, and it looked at where it was and said, "This will do fine," and it bloomed where it was planted. And I got to thinking about that, and I think that's very relevant for volunteering, because when you go into a new community or you reach a new stage in your life, you may say, well, I don't see the kind of activity that I used to participate in, or I really like this kind of volunteering, but they don't have that here. Well, look around. Vision, your vision. V as in volunteer, V as in vision. See what your vision is for your community, for your area, and maybe you will find a way to bloom where you're planted in a way that someone else who's been in the community a long time would never have even picked up on, because you have a fresh perspective that someone else may not have. But I like that little seed that just grows and blooms where it found itself. Nobody came and said, please do this, please join this group, please help us with this activity. That little seed just took it upon itself and went from there. And I found personally that that was something that I had to do. When I was newly widowed, I needed some things to fill some time and some space and some caring in my life. And I looked around and I wasn't sure where I fit in as far as community and groups and activities was concerned. And I saw a little short paragraph in a publication, and I went from there, and that led me to a relationship with AARP and the chapter that we formed here. It was kind of a seed that had to bloom where it was planted, because the activity hadn't existed before. So maybe you have a vision, maybe you see a need in your community, maybe you're going to have to be the one to help that little seed grow and become a whole new activity in your community. We've got plenty of things going on that you can participate in if you aren't interested in being an innovator. One of the things that we're going to start seeing a lot more of in the next few weeks and months is going to be the Relay for Life, which benefits breast cancer research and treatment. We have many groups and businesses in our community that sponsor teams, but they can also use individuals who just want to serve for a few hours in a limited scope to help out, so that the teams can do their thing and that everybody can come out and get some enjoyment, some fresh air, sunshine, which we're all looking forward to, without the volunteers having to work too hard. If everybody does a little bit, we'll get a lot accomplished. We also have a new request, and it's from something called Project Patricia. Project Patricia provides personal hygiene items for women and young adult women, older girls, in third world countries who may not have access to the type of things that we're privileged to have here. And what they're looking for is some ladies to do some simple sewing, to put some of these things together that can be put into kits and distributed to women and girls of appropriate ages. One of the things that touched me about what the program does is that older girls in many of those countries miss a great deal of school time because they don't have the proper hygiene provisions to allow them to go to school during that time. And so these young girls miss school, they fall behind, they drop out. And if anything's going to keep a third world country third world forever, it's if their young people don't have an opportunity to get an education and grow and go beyond what their families have been able to accomplish. We've still got a lot of other good things going on in the community. Agape Cafe is still serving those meals every first and third Saturdays, both out of the Legion Hall and meals that are home delivered from the church. If you'd like to give a few hours, we've got needs at the Community Child Development Center. By the way, that is another real source of happiness for us here, because the little seed got planted there too. And volunteers from the residents at Macon Healthcare have been formed into a little group. They're going out once a month to read and interact with children in the various care centers, daycare centers around the community. They call it Reading Buddies. Now, isn't that exactly what we're working for? We're helping two groups who very much need each other. So that's a great place. So look into the Community Child Development Center. They can use you down there too. Those kids need lots of individual attention to help them grow and develop. We've also got 2 nursing homes where we have residents who may not be able to get out into the community and would love to have somebody to visit with or share a game or a story or a book. Lots of them love to tell stories about when they were young and experiences that they've had. So even just being a good listener can mean a great deal to their day. Lots more things going on. NECAC and the Literacy Center will still accept help for their reception desk if you're willing to give a few hours a week. They would request that that be done on a fairly recurring basis so that they can count on when they would have help or not. You name it, we have it. I know there are lots of other things, and I know you know about things that I'm not aware of yet. So please contact me. I'm Jean Jones. My contact information is up there too. And don't hesitate to call or send me an email or whatever will work for you, because we want to get your group involved. Or if there's a need and there isn't a group, talk to me anyway, because one of the things I love to do best is match up people and ideas with existing groups or put 2 groups together, as happened with the Macon Health Care Center and the Community Child Development. 2 needs got met in one little project. We're looking forward to that first robin and whatever else you can find. I found some little daffodil sprouts about that tall in my backyard the other day, and they're back under the snow now, but we'll hope. See you again soon. Keep volunteering.
Well, thanks, Jean. If you have a request for volunteers, have questions, want to volunteer and not sure what to do, email us at volunteeringinthevalley@cvalley.net.
Do you find yourself worrying about computer viruses? We're here to help. Make the leap to AVG Antivirus to protect your computers both at home and at your business.
AVG antivirus features include link scanner technology to verify safety of web pages, firewall protection, identity protection to shield your confidential information, and AVG protects on any browser you choose to use.
If you need another reason to get the protection today, how about it's only $2.99 a month? Better yet, get additional savings when you add additional computers. So call 660-395-9000 and select option 3 to get this valuable protection.
As our lifestyle becomes increasingly dependent on technology, with growing popularity of online banking, telecommuting, personal websites, and everyone from very young to the very old using email, it is inevitable that things will go wrong.
Don't stress, Sheridan Valley has you covered there as well, with our team of certified professionals ready to assist you. That number again is 660-395-9000, option 3, and we'll provide you prompt, professional, and affordable service.
Well, this Friday, the Marceline Knights of Columbus is hosting a fish and shrimp dinner for the family of Trace Reigelsberger from 4:30 to 8 at the Knights of Columbus Hall in downtown Marceline. Carryouts are available, only $10 for adults and $5 for kids 6 to 12.
This weekend, Saturday and Sunday, the Buckland Drama Club is performing The Cow Tippers, Saturday night starting at 7 and Sunday starting at 2 at the school. All are invited to enjoy this hilarious performance. Admission for adults is $5, $3 for students, and kids 5 and under are free.
Buckland Green Hills Post 57 is hosting a dance this Saturday at the Buckland Legion Hall starting at 7. The dance is free and open to the public. They host this dance the first Saturday of each month. All ages are welcome.
Families of Special Olympic kids are hosting an indoor garage sale from 9 to 4 at the Miners Hall next Saturday, March 14th. Interested in helping? If you have donations for the sale or want a booth, email makinpincrushers@hotmail.com.
Also, next Saturday, March 14th, the Hands for Hope is hosting a spaghetti dinner from 5 to 7 at Crossroad Christian Church in Macon. All proceeds will benefit their medical mission trip to Haiti in May.
Due to inclement weather and the flu, many blood donors have not been able to give blood. Please help save lives in your community by giving blood at the upcoming Red Cross Blood Drive at Bevere School, Thursday, March 12th from 1:30 to 5.
Help wanted. Sheridan Valley has openings for a retail wireless consultant in our Salisbury office and an IP network analyst in our Huntsville Network Operations Center. For more information and to complete an online application, check out our website at cvalley.net.
Employers, let CVTV help you get the word out about job openings within your organization at no cost. Email your openings to the address on the screen.
CVTV has many upcoming shows this week, including CVTV, Life the Way We Live It, another A Senior Moment, and a chef series with Vicki Christopher making taco salad. Check out our weekly lineup at cvalley.net.
Also check out CVTV's YouTube channel for all your favorite CVTV programs at the click of a button. Simply click on the YouTube icon on Sheridan Valley's homepage.
Quick reminder, it's almost time to spring forward. Daylight saving time begins this Sunday at 2 a.m. If you are worried about losing an hour of sleep, there's an upside to setting your clock an hour ahead. Longer daylight hours. It also means spring is right around the corner.
And I'm ready for it.
Absolutely, me too.
It's also time to replace your smoke, fire, and carbon monoxide CO detector batteries. A properly working smoke, fire, and CO detector can alert your family or neighbors to a fire or poisonous CO in your home and give you that extra needed time to escape. So change those batteries as you change your clocks.
As we celebrate National Nutrition Month, our quote this week comes from charismatic Christian author and speaker Joyce Myers. I believe that the greatest gift you can give your family and the world is a healthy you.
Well, I know for me, I want to be around with my family for a long time, so.
And you have a beautiful family and a lot of milestones to see, so.
Looking forward to them all.
Absolutely. So that's it for now. For the Sheridan Valley Channel and Darnell Zars, I'm Donna Bell, and we thank you for sharing a part of your day with us.
Stay tuned. Another CVTV program is coming up shortly.